Law enforcement officers honed in on a number of crime scenes in Green Bay today, but they weren't real crime scenes. These locations provided the final step in a week-long training course for officers to learn how to better process evidence. Fox 11's Laura Smith went along with the officers. They were from 24 police agencies across the state. And Laura, what were they doing?
Well, Tom, the Wisconsin Department of Justice's State Crime Lab puts on these training courses 6 times a year. With training, officials say law enforcement can better collect evidence, and in turn, the crime labs run more efficiently. 2 dead bodies, shell casings, and a knife. By the looks of the scene, it was a poker game gone wrong. But what happened and who did it? That's what these law enforcement officers must figure out based on evidence collection techniques learned in the classroom.
We've trained everyone in the proper collection and preservation of and packaging of evidence in all the disciplines, and then we put all that evidence into a mock crime scene.
And the casing was picked up. 28 law enforcement officers took part in the course. They were divided up into groups and spread out over 6 different mock crime scenes. The students are each processing a homicide scene because the instructors suspect if they can process a homicide scene, they can process any kind of scene. Team members took measurements, photographed and bagged evidence, and wrote down notes. The challenge is getting everything done and in the proper order.
We can't start taking pieces of evidence out until we have it photographed completely, until we have it measured, so that if we had to recreate this crime scene for a jury, we would be able to place everything back in it.
Stalky says the goal is to provide the skills necessary for agencies to do the majority of the processing of crime scenes themselves.
It lessens the burden on the crime laboratories for us to have to go out and actually process crime scenes.
If you think you can get a print off that?
Because of the training, Stalky adds, the crime lab isn't being asked to respond to as many crime scenes as in the past. Another bonus is law enforcement feels more confident working in the field, and officers are able to deliver a better product to the lab.
Part of it's been a very good refresher, and then the other part's been learning new things. So it's been a really good course.
Now, each team had 5 hours to process the crime scene. Afterwards, the crime scene instructor evaluated their work and gave pointers on any errors. The cost to put on each course, paid by the State Justice Department, is about $10,000 to $15,000.